What do you know about domestic violence?
What do I know about domestic violence? Well, I know domestic violence is an issue that has been talked about a lot in media lately. It's a very serious issue that a lot of people don't think about, to be honest, because it doesn't usually affect a lot of people, right? When you think about domestic violence, personally, I've never had an experience with it or even seen it, to be honest, but I know about it because it's been talked about. And it's easy to not talk about something that hasn't happened, right? If it doesn't affect you directly, why should you care? But it's a very predominant thing in our society that has been, I guess, left unchecked, and something needs to be done about it.
What is your opinion on domestic violence?
My opinion on domestic violence is pretty simple. Just don't. I mean, abusing another person, whether it's physically or emotionally, is just not acceptable. So, like domestic violence, I said, is not a lot of people talk about it. Is there's two sides. There's physical and there's emotional. So when you abuse someone emotionally, it's just as rough on them, especially on their psyche. It actually can be more lasting than physical violence. So knowing about the difference between physical and emotional is kind of important, and it's just to demean someone emotionally or abuse them physically is just not acceptable, and it's not something that should be done.
Many people are still living in an abusive home and they fail to report it. Do you have anything to say to those who are too scared to speak out?
If you're too scared, if you're too scared to speak out, life is going to be tough, because when you hold something like that on the inside, it'll eat away at you. It's not healthy emotionally, it's not healthy physically. It can destroy any kind of person. So being able to talk to it with anyone would be better than holding it in, whether it's a close friend, a psychiatrist, even hopefully the police, because it is something that needs to be taken care of. Because unless you can feel completely safe in your own home, you can't really live. So I know it's hard to talk about, especially in certain scenarios, but it's something that needs to be talked about.